Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Memorial Day weekend kicking off for many. It's Friday, and joining us now is a woman who I admire so greatly, and I've had the pleasure and honor of knowing her over the years. It was after the death of her son, the first Navy SEAL killed in Iraq in August of 2006, Mark Allen Lee, when she became so involved in making sure that our troops are treated with respect and with the honor they deserve. And we welcome in Debbie Lee, Gold Star mom, founder of America's MightyWarriors.org. Hello, Debbie.
Hey, Steve. How you doing?
How are you? Happy Memorial Day weekend.
Well, thank you. It's one of those bittersweet weekends.
I know. I was going to say not only normally bittersweet, but it's been a rough year in many respects for you this year.
It has. Unfortunately, Chris Kyle was like a son to me. So when he was tragically murdered in February, it was just devastating. And I've thought about that often. And Mark's final gift to me was his teammates, and they are like sons to me. Obviously, I'm closer to some of them than others, but Chris was one that I was very, very close to. And so it's one of those things that it's not, wasn't like losing Mark, but doggone almost as close as you could get without having birthed that man. And so, yeah, there's been some difficulties, but, we've had other great things happen. We hosted our first retreat for combined families of the fallen and our wounded warriors on what would have been Mark's 35th birthday. We dedicated the new Tradette building in Coronado, and the SEAL base was dedicated to Mark A. Lee Training Center.
Oh, that's great. That is great.
Huge honor.
Yeah.
Huge honor.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. What do you want people to get out of this weekend and Memorial Day? I mean, so many people, they go to the beach, they do whatever they're going to do. It's a day off, they shop, and you can't blame them. But I always urge everybody to just, when they sit down for their meals, whatever they're doing, to at least take a few seconds out, a few minutes out, and just think about those who made it possible for them to do whatever it is they're doing.
Exactly. I've been on a mission to reclaim Memorial Day for several years now. Obviously, it takes on a whole new meaning when you have a son or daughter or a loved one who's paid the price for our freedoms. And it's one day a year that we ask as a nation, would you, every day for us is Memorial Day. We remember them every day and the sacrifice and the loss. But we're asking just one day a year to take this time and remember those who fell in battle for the freedoms we enjoy every day. And it is such a confused holiday. I remember as a child growing up, we used to go visit my grandmother and put flowers on her grave on Memorial Day. I had twin sisters that died shortly after birth, and we'd go there. And I wasn't taught that this was about those who've paid the price for our freedoms. People want to make it Veterans Day and, remember our troops, and we should remember our troops every day. But this is the day we're focusing on those who laid down their lives for our freedoms. It is not a happy day. It is not a celebration. It is not a day for blowout sales. That should be a day that all the businesses close and we focus on those who gave. Visit a cemetery. Go, learn the history of one of our fallen heroes. Take your children. What an amazing opportunity to take them, to an event. Find a Memorial Day event that is one that is remembering our fallen, and take them to that. Educate them. Get a book about a hero, who gave his life, and there's, tons of those out there. But it's a day that we come together as a nation. We recognize where our freedoms come from, that there was a price, and we remember those families and their loved ones who gave that price.
Yeah, we're talking to Gold Star mom Debbie Lee, the mother of Mark Allen Lee, here on the Steve Malzberg Show. With everything that's out there about Benghazi, and you hear from the families. It was so poignant. The mother of one of the slain Americans. She was on the Sunday show on Mother's Day, and she said, "I have a message for Hillary Clinton. Happy Mother's Day. You have your child. I don't have mine." It breaks your heart. It must break your heart even more to see that these families are suffering and begging for the truth and for what happened, and they're just not getting any answers.
It was despicable what we did and left them behind to fight. I think of Glenn Doherty and Ty Woods, the two SEALs that were left there. Ty was actually one of Mark's instructors.
Oh.
And that, for 7 hours, they fought and couldn't get any support, gave their lives. We have a petition right now at americasmightywarriors.org so that we can get the Congressional Gold Medal for those two heroes. But I cannot imagine, that how unconscionable that as a nation they can't stand up and somebody can't take the guts and say, we screwed up, we made a mistake, we're sorry, you deserve to know the truth of what happened. And then they need to be held accountable for it. But my heart breaks for those families, and it's sad. It's almost unbelievable that this is what's happening in America.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree with you more. What do you have on tap? Where will you be? We have about a minute left. Where will you be, Debbie?
Actually, I'm flying to Austin, Texas tomorrow morning. I will be speaking in Governor Perry's church on Sunday morning, and then heading up to Dallas. I'll be meeting the Carry the Load group as they come in on Monday morning, and then we're dedicating the post, the VFW or American Legion post in Midlothian, Texas, will be dedicated the Chris Kyle post.
Well,
so.
God bless you, and I always say your son Mark is looking down upon you and is smiling always and is proud of his mom. And thank you so much for taking the time to be with us, Debbie.
Thank you. God bless. And remember our fallen on Monday.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Debbie Lee, ladies and gentlemen, go to americasmightywarriors.org. Sign her petition, make a contribution, help her out, help the families of our fallen heroes.